Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sporting Journey. Hope everybody's doing well. Well, we've just watched the Tottenham 2 Man United 2 game. So, for being doing not a non-biased review at game and what we thought of it. First of all, Lee, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, yeah.
You good, mate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Lee. Do you want to go through Tottenham scene for me?
Okay, Vicario,
Helenia,
Pena,
Xavi,
Zoe, Richardson,
Romero,
Moreno, Johnson, Pedro Paul, Spence, Sarr, Nicky Van
and Kuliani.
and Kiani.
Right, so the Man United lineup went like this. So here we go. Right, Lemons in net, Maserati, De Ligt, Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, Kuna, Dorgu, Ahmad, Casemiro, Mbamo, and Shaw. So that's how the team's lined up. Do you want to do some match stats, Lee? If I get up at screen, mate. Right. Yep. Right. So, well, let's do the match stats first, shall we, Lee? Let's switch screen. So let's do some match stats first, rather than doing that. Right. So as you can see, it finished 2-2. Man United opened up the scoring with Mbemo on the 32nd minute. Matthias Tell equalised for Tottenham on the 84th minute. Richarlison thought he'd give Spurs the win on the 91st minute, but it was a set piece corner from Bruno De Ligt on the back post. Made it 2-2 right at the death. So let's have a look at the match stats, Lee. So do you want to go for right? So let's do shots for Tottenham first.
9 shots for Tottenham, 4 for Man United.
Shots on goal.
5 for Tottenham, 2 for Man
Possession.
United. 55 for Tottenham, 45 for Man United.
Fouls committed. 10. Oh, sorry.
10 fouls from Tottenham, 8 fouls for Man United.
Yellow cards.
5 for Tottenham, 1 for the Tottenham Man United.
There were no red cards. Caught offside.
2 for Tottenham, 3 for Man United.
Corner kicks.
5 for Man United, Tottenham, 3 for Man United.
Saves made.
9 for Tottenham, 3 for Man United.
So, and that's how stats ended, right? So, look, the game finished 2-2, Lee, right? Let's be honest.
Yep.
Let's start with first half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Up to for the first 20 minutes of game,
Yep.
Tottenham were in control.
Yes.
Man United started to come into game then. They took over around the 20th minute, leading up to half-time whistle. It was a great header from Mbemo on 32 minutes for Man United's goal. It was great pressure from Man United, and you had to say Sarr were at fault. Sarr could have just volleyed that ball away, got it away from box, but instead he passed it to Van de Ven under great pressure.
Yeah.
They lost it, and you know it was a good goal from Mbemo.
Yeah.
Giving Man United a deserved 1-0 lead going in at half time.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah.
So half time subs. Tottenham made the first sub at half time. Morani went off and Odebert come on. And then on the 59th minute, Maserati went off and Sesko come on for Man United. Then on the 67th minute, Pedro Porro went off and Udogi come on for Tottenham. On the 72nd minute, Man United made a triple sub. They took off Casemiro, Harry Maguire, and Kuna, and they brought on Ugarte, Yoro, and Mason Mount. The 79th minute, Tottenham made a sub. They took off Simmons and Pellinia, and they brought on Bentancur and Tell. On the 80th minute, Man United made a sub. They took off Doku and brought on De Ligt. On the 84th minute, Tell with a great Telwy scored a great goal from a good cross by Odebe Undoggy. Sorry, Undoggy. Um, then on the 88th minute, Tottenham made a sub that took off Romero and brought on Danso. Richarlison made it 2-1 from a it was a shot from Odebert, but I don't know if it were on target, but Richarlison got his head to it and it deflected straight into the bracket net, making it 2-1 on the 91st minute. Then on the 96th minute, Dilat scored from a Dilat scored from a free header on the back post from a corner from Mbemo. Now I think Vicario should have done better. He got an hand to it, but he just wasn't strong enough, that made it 2-all at the death. Now I thought that game had everything. Lee. It
Yeah.
had everything.
Yeah.
It wasn't the most. It wasn't the most best quality in football I've seen in Premier League.
Yeah.
But what it did have were it had mistakes, it had drama, and it had late goals.
Yeah.
Um, it had everything you want to see, and as a neutral watching a game of football, it had everything.
Yeah.
Now, Man United would have been gutted that they were leading and ended up finding themselves in a losing position. Then Tottenham would have been gutted because they thought they did all hard work to come back into the game, get themselves into in front, and then last minute drama with conceding a goal.
Yeah.
So Tottenham are really struggling at home. They really are struggling, and it isn't. They get to the final third to Tottenham, but they've got nobody who can put ball in back at net. Nobody, don't think Richarlison's the guy for Tottenham if they want to go forward. If they want to advance in the Champions League,
Yeah.
they're going to need to bring in a recognised out and out striker who's clinical in the January transfer window if they want to go further on in the Champions League competition plus the Premier League competition. Um, but I was entertained by that game, Lee. What about you? I was really entertained by that game. I thought both games give everything. Both teams, Man United and Spurs, give everything.
Yeah.
They didn't leave out on pitch, did they?
No.
Do you want to have a look and see what that's done to table, Lee, for them? So we'll share screen. So Lee, let's start with the visitors, Manchester United, after that picking up that draw.
Yeah.
They've played
11 games.
and they're on
9, 18.
points yet. In
7th.
Spurs are
And 3rd.
on
18.
after 11 games.
Yep.
So they had the chance of climbing above Man City into second. Did Spurs, but couldn't capitalise on it.
No.
And Man United could have gone third if they won that game.
Yeah.
But instead, it's a share at points, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they get a point each. Both teams have dropped 2 points now. Now look, Man United had they won 3 on bounce and they drew before this game. Obviously, so now in the last 5 they've won 3, drawn 2.
Yep.
They're still unbeaten in the last 5 games. That's how Man United will look at it. Tottenham will look at it that we had this great chance of winning at, at home, and they couldn't take it. They didn't take it. So I think both team supporters will be absolutely devastated.
Yeah.
With that, I think Man United will be slightly happier. Coming back into it how they did.
Yeah.
But I do think Spurs will be good.
Yeah.
Spurs will be the Spurs fan base will be more upset than what the Man United fan base are. With that point, that is for sure. Spurs still up for that window there. Why are Spurs struggling, Lee, at home?
I don't know.
This all their points mainly have come from away from home.
Yeah.
And they're still third though. Do you know what I mean? Uh, I think. I mean, I were hearing, Thomas Frank's getting a lot of stick from Tottenham fans.
Mm.
I think it's a bit harsh. I really do. I don't know what else Thomas Frank can do.
Yeah.
The third in table, we'd love it if Leeds were third in table.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We'd even take Man United to play seventh in table.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why Tottenham fans are in uproar about Thomas Frank.
Mm.
I don't, I'd say a quarter of them are happy with it.
Yeah.
But it's a squad he's got. It's the players they've got to work with.
Mm.
They can't change anything till January. I think there's about 7 games left now before January transfer window opens. So there's still a lot of football to be played. So Spurs are just going to have to do, go with what they've got. Do you know what I mean? They've got to go with what they've got. I tell you who I aren't impressed with, who wouldn't impress me at all, and that's that Sesko for Man United.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed with Benjamin Sesko at all. I'm not. I think he's awful. Do you know? He had a chance to make before Tottenham. He had a chance, didn't he? Right at the end of the game, he thought he would clear through 1-on-1 with Vicario, but
Mm.
Van der Ven, man at match, um, my guy in my FPL, got
Yeah.
man at match. He come back and made that last ditch tackle on him. And then he went down like he were injured. Did Sesko?
Mm.
I just don't think he's a Premier League player. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I, I, I thought Simmons had a good game to get today for Tottenham. I thought Simmons were really good. He won the led right sparks.
Yeah.
Um, I thought Van der Ven had a good game for Tottenham. Man
Mm.
United, I think that's the best I've seen Man United. As a team, I think they're looking a lot better than what there was last time I watched them. Anyway, they're looking more of a unit now.
Yeah.
You know, it's it's if I were Man United, I'd be glad that I'd be ecstatic that we got a point away from home.
Mm.
If I was Spurs, I'd be devastated that we had it in they had it in palm of their hands and they couldn't hold on.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. Because I don't know. Because
Should it refer results to all?
uh, at first over, I don't know if Spurs fans will get 3 points, but
Spurs should have got 3 points, shouldn't have been in lead 2-1,
uh,
leading 2-1.
yeah.
You scored a goal in injury time. 9 times out of 10, it's enough to get you over the line, innit? It's a match-winning goal if you score a goal in injury time.
Yeah.
I think that's a devastating thing for Tottenham,
Yeah.
and it's going to be an hard pill for them to swallow. It really is.
Yeah.
So where? So is it? Do you think Tottenham are going to finish in top four, or do you think they're going to drop out at top four come end of the season?
I first finish the top 4.
Or you still think they're going to be a top four side?
Yeah.
It's the home form what worries me, Lee. The away form's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
it's the it's their home form. What's the problem?
Mm-hmm.
Man United, I think will finish in top six.
Yeah.
I really do. I think Man United will finish in top six. They've got enough about them. Kuna, and Bremo. They've got some decent players there, Lee. They really have got some decent players,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Man United and who they're going to bring in, where they fit in each strength. And if I was Spurs, I'd be looking at bringing in a couple of strikers at the very least. If I were Tottenham in that January transfer window,
Yeah.
if we could only get 2 players, that's who I'd look for. 2 strikers, I really would, because Solanke, he can't stay fit. Richarlison, yeah, he comes up with odd goal, important goals, but you can't put your hat on him. You can't put your hat on him to score goals and win your games. So that's what I'd be doing anyway. Man United, I, What do you think to that Lemons, their goalkeeper? He's only young. Is that Man United goalkeeper? Made that mistake right at the beginning, didn't he? When he lost concentration,
Yeah.
and ball went underneath his foot and he went out for a corner.
Mm.
But I think he's a better keeper than he's a lot better keeper than that Brain Deer. That is for sure. Are you tired, lad?
Oh, a bit.
It's been. I don't know why you have such an hard life, like. I don't know why you have such an hard life, mate.
Yeah, after my night goes good.
He does, doesn't he? He looks
Yeah.
alright, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He was called upon twice in quick succession in that second half. I think Paulinho, his Paulinho save was best one out of them both.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, he looks like he's going to be a decent keeper for Man United
Mm.
going forward.
Yeah.
Right, well, we've got some more football to watch later on Woods and Woods. What else you want to say on this game?
Just unlucky Tottenham.
Yeah, unlucky Tottenham. I like that. Unlucky Tottenham. Anyway, look, guys, going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this edition of Sporting Journey. Until next time, guys, have a great day. It's a goodbye from me.
And goodbye for me.
Take care. Look after yourself. See you all soon. Bye bye.